What's going on, everybody? It's Koji here, back with another video for you, and I just wanted to ramble on a little bit today and talk about a new game coming out that I'm very excited for called Armored Core 6. It's the newest game by From Software, and it's going to be the first time I've ever played an Armored Core game. But because of From Software's track record lately, I've been playing all their games since Demon Souls, and I pretty much love everything they've made since then. I don't know if they've just hit their stride at Demon Souls, and that was when they really took their quality up to the next level, or if they were always this good and Demon Souls was just kind of like the next evolution and that's where I hopped on. I'm not really sure about that, but that's when I started playing their games, and that's kind of basically when the Souls series began. You know, a lot of people think the Souls games began with Dark Souls. It's not true. It began with Demon Souls, and maybe even Demon Souls was an iteration on something before that. I'm not sure, but yeah. So I've been playing those for a while, and they've just been putting out banger after banger after banger, and they were the people who made Armored Core as well, all these Armored Core games, and I've heard about them in the past a little bit. I think I heard that there was some Armored Core game that people were getting really into, where they were you were playing it with some sort of specialized keyboard or something like that, where you would have all these different options for controlling your mech. I remember listening to these IGN podcasts back in the day, and them talking about Armored Core. But I was like, that seems a little bit, too much, too crazy for me. So I never got back into it back in the day. Never played 1 through 5. Not sure if I ever will. But with From Software's track record lately, just coming off of Elden Ring, which is a game I'm well acquainted with, as some of you might know, I knew right off the bat that I was going to be getting this. It looks really cool. I've already got it pre-ordered, prepaid for. I already paid for the whole game, and I just knew right off the bat that this was going to be something unique and different in the kind of 2020 landscape of games. You don't have a lot of these kind of mech games, and it just looks very interesting. There's a lot of good stuff that's been coming out lately. There's Starfield coming out in a little bit. Baldur's Gate 3 just came out in a little bit, and everybody's going crazy over Baldur's Gate 3, right? And I'm happy that Baldur's Gate is good and people are enjoying it, but I can't bring myself right now to get this giant nerdy RPG that I'm gonna sink 300 something hours into, where I'm just running around role playing as a dude talking to elves and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just I'm very selective these days with my games and my game experiences and what I play and what I kind of let myself play. I got a lot of other stuff going on, and gaming is kind of one of those luxuries where I'm I just want to be very selective and make sure that it's not just a huge time sink, right? So what do we got going on here? They're going into the assembly. This is a cool element, I think, of the game. They got all this customization stuff going on. Apparently it's very, very extensive, which is interesting, because with the Souls games and stuff, there's quite a bit of customization there, but this might get even crazier with paint jobs and things like that. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm looking for a unique game experience, and I think that that's something that this is going to provide. It's going to be different than any of these Souls games, but I think it's going to kind of keep that same fast-paced sort of combat. I think it's going to probably be difficult the way that those games are difficult, and I just think it's going to be really fun, really interesting, and I think it's going to be a unique gameplay experience. I'm sorry, I just feel like this is a little bit not the funnest thing to talk over. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out this year, and I think above all, above the Starfield, above Spiderman, above Baldur's Gate, above all that stuff, I am the most excited for Armored Core 6 because I feel like it's going to give me something that I've never played before. And I don't know. I don't know how great Spider-Man is. I don't know how great Baldur's Gate is, but I've played a Spider-Man game before. I've played Dragon Age Origins, and I played these kind of like top-down RPGs before. I've played The Witcher, where you have all these dialogue options. I kind of understand, even if it's the best they've ever done, I kind of get what it is. But I've never played a mech game like this. I've never played like a high-octane action, running around, freaking a From Software game where instead of swords and arrows and like a fantasy setting, it's in this mech setting. I just think this looks like such a breath of fresh air in gaming right now, and I think it's going to be one of those games you get and you put a good amount of time into, and it respects your time, and it gives you a good, difficult, dense experience, and I'm gonna be happy with it. I'm not gonna feel like I've just invested a ton of my time into something that I'm not really getting a lot of return on. And I'm showing the single player stuff here because honestly, I've just been a big single player guy lately. I'm not really too big into PvP, but I do feel like this game maybe does have a good potential to be like a PvP game that I enjoy. I've never really been too into the Souls PvP at all. It's just just doesn't do it for me quite that much. But I think that this game has good potential to have like some very fun PvP. So I'll keep an eye on that, but mainly I am excited for, the single player, just going through these levels, upgrade the mech, just that sense of progression, that sense of like fluidity and action. I want to see what the series is all about. I think from what I can see, it's like you're going to try the level, maybe you get, beat to hell. Maybe something's too hard, but then you make a little bit of money or something. I think in a way it does remind me of the Souls games, because I imagine there's going to be like you go in, you're maybe not quite as strong as you should be, you make a little bit of money, and then you go and you figure out what you're up against, and then you buy some good parts, or you switch your parts around, and then you go in and you're better equipped to handle it. So I can see that element of the game. Maybe there's other elements of the game that I haven't really noticed yet, but yeah, I don't know. It's just I've never played a game like this before, so I'm very excited for it. It's got that sort of From Software. It's still really I can still see the From Software in this, if that makes sense. Even though it looks so different than the Souls games, I still see the, get through the level and now you're like having this boss fight and stuff. I can still see the From Software-ness in this game, but it definitely looks very different. And I think it's going to be interesting too. I guess there's levels in this. I was wondering if it was going to be like, more like an Elden Ring or like a Dark Souls 3 or something, where it was like an open world type of game. But I guess it's going to be more like linear with levels and things. But maybe there will be some open world elements. I'm not sure, but I just think it's going to be sweet. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what else to say. I think it's going to provide a lot of cool gameplay footage too, and that's sort of my style. I like to just talk over gameplay footage because I don't know about showing myself off to the world at this point. It's a little bit of a daunting thing. I kind of like my privacy and stuff like that, so that's been my style, talking with gameplay footage. And I think for this channel, I use Elden Ring for my other channel. It's called Grand, and it's like a self-improvement channel where I just talk about bettering yourself, all this different sort of philosophy and stuff. And I use Elden Ring for that primarily because it's a game all about getting stronger and getting better and overcoming challenge. And this game, maybe this will be like provide a lot of good gameplay footage for this channel, where I'm just kind of more into like whatever's on my mind, current events, current games coming out, things like that. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be the video for today. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. I am like 100% sure it's going to be good. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for this? Have you played the other games in the series? What's your thoughts? Please like and subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the discussion. I look forward to talking to you all. And I'll see you next time. All right. Later.